Welcome back, everybody. We're here for yet another edition of the River City Chat. I'm Jaylon Morris here with the man himself, Mayor Billy Knight. What's going on? How you doing?
Jaylon, it's good to see you again, man. We're back at it again, Jaylon.
Okay.
You know, I kind of got to a point where I enjoy doing these things, Jaylon. I look forward to doing it, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Getting a lot of feedback. You know, I got a friend in Detroit, Michigan, that called me the other day and said that
Checking out the show.
she saw the podcast.
Okay, nice.
And Jay, you know what she said? Who is that young man? She said, I don't know whether she heard anything we said, because she said, who is that young man that's with you? I said, wait a minute. Did you hear what I was talking about?
Not even focusing on you. Huh?
No, I mean, did you? I said, you asking about the young man. Did you hear what I was talking about? That's what's important.
Well,
Yeah, he said, young boy, yeah, I heard, but I just wonder who that young man is that was sitting with you.
Well, I'm gonna edit myself out so we can focus on you and talk more about
Jaylon, they may cut it off. if they tune in and don't see you, Jaylon, they may cut the thing off. So
well, listen.
don't edit yourself out.
All I do is follow in your footsteps. Look, we didn't plan wearing turtlenex today. We didn't say, all right, let's come in tomorrow and wear these turtlenecks.
Yeah.
I came in, he looked at me and said, hey,
that's
nice. I got a little coat over there. That's a nice coat. I said, hey, that's a nice turtleneck. So we
didn't get our wardrobe. We did our wardrobe team didn't tell us we need to do this thing.
That's right.
It's just what you say. What good minds think alike.
Great minds think alike.
We had that mental telepathy.
That's right.
You know, that mind reached out to you and say, hey,
that's right.
Put on that turtleneck today.
A sharp dressed man as yourself. Look, I'm just trying to keep up.
Well, Jaylon, we got that cold weather out there to sneak up on us, and we had to go back to the closet and pull out this winter stuff.
That's right. You only get to wear that type of stuff maybe twice, three times out the year. So it's time to put it on. You gotta show up and show out, man. Show up and show out. So how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, Jaylon. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm still able to get up every day and come to work, man, and I'm thankful for that because you know, I do enjoy what I'm doing. There's a lot of challenges here in our city, but as I've said many times, I'm happy to be the one in this chair to try to solve these problems, and we can see a little progress, Jaylon. You know, it's slow. Again, I ask our people to be patient with us. It's a slow process. These things don't happen overnight. All the problems we're trying to solve didn't happen overnight, so we're not going to solve them overnight. So just be patient with us, but just know that every day, you know, we're here trying to solve these problems.
That's right.
So we're making some progress, and I just hope the people can see some of the progress that we're making. You know, as small as it might be, you know, we'll take whatever progress as long as we're moving forward.
Yep.
There's no such thing as standing still, Jaylon. You can't stand still, because if you're standing still, everybody else is moving.
That's right.
So really, you're going backwards. So as long as we're moving forward, little by little, you know, we'll take it.
I'll take it too. Before we get into the content for today, I just want to make sure that we let everybody know that you can always drop comments and topics, not necessarily on me and who this person is next to the mayor, but content and topics about what you want us to talk about and the podcast. You can always drop them down below, and I'll have an email for you, an email address for you. You can check that out and send us what you want to hear about, because this is what we're here for.
Yeah, don't be asking no question about Jaylon. No, the question got to be about something going on in the city, not about Jaylon.
That's right.
Keep that in mind, okay?
So, Mayor, last podcast we had, we talked about February 9th and the public hearing that was going to be taking place. It was well attended, from what I heard. Great feedback and things like that. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, Jaylon. That was on February the 9th. We had this the consultant group, the retail strategists that we partnered with Mississippi Power. Mississippi Power partnered with us because they helped finance the consultant to come in to really look at our HOK plan that was put together back in 2006. And a lot of people put a lot of work and time into that plan as to what downtown renewal ought to look like. And so we asked retail strategists to look at that plan and give us some ideas on how we can improve that plan and bring it up to date for us. And they did that. So on the 9th, February, we had a public hearing so we could present those ideas those recommendations to the people. And yeah, Jaylon, we had it here at City Hall, the boardroom, and we had standing room only there.
Wow.
And I was glad to see the turnout. It was a diverse group of people from the standpoint of occupation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had developers there, we had businessmen and women there, we had realtors there, we had bankers there, we had the hospital there, we had regular citizens there, young people that's going to be doing business downtown, business people, men and women, as I said. And so it was a good crowd. So we had a good conversation about that. And so we just want to thank the people for coming out and giving us their input, and to let our community know that downtown renewal is going to happen. You know, the recommendations that we want to see what that beautiful waterfront look like. Mm-hmm. We want to open up this waterfront here so that we can enjoy that view. If you look at it from City Hall toward the water, we want to open up that view so that people can enjoy and have walking space, have retail businesses out there. You know, and that's what we're working towards, finding the resources to get all that laid out so businesses can come and then they'll have spots in which they can drop their business. So I just want the people to get their mind wrapped around that, because it's been the way it is right now since 1994. 1993, 94, when they widened the highway 613, they tore down all the buildings on the east side of Moss Point downtown. And when they did that in 93, 94, nothing has happened since that time to replace those retail businesses. So all our people now having to go somewhere else to shop. But once upon a time, we had our own stores downtown.
Right.
And it's been so long that young people now, young adults, don't even know anything about that we used to have businesses downtown. And so, of course, it's been 30 years. And so we want to bring that back so our people have to shop right downtown. We'll have to always go somewhere else to shop. So that's a slow process. It's not going to happen overnight. But I just want our people to know that we're beginning to work on that. And at some point, you know, you're going to see some things happening with that. And we hope they would understand and accept that idea, because if these other cities are growing downtown area, shopping area, retail, why can't Moss Point do it?
Absolutely.
So that's the whole idea. So why can't we do it? And of course, we know Interstate 10 and 63 is, you know, we're working on that and developing that. I think the people heard we had announced we had 3 dealerships coming out there: Dodge, Jeep, Chevrolet is coming out there. You know, we got Arby's is going to be opening up in another month, and Captain D's is going to be coming within another couple months. We've got a couple other businesses that's promising to come. So you'll see in 2023, I think it's going to be a pretty good year for us, where you'll see these 4 or 5 new businesses coming up during this year, if not more. So I think it's going to be a good year for us on economic redevelopment side.
And continuing with the development, we've been talking about Sawmill Landing for quite some time now. You want to give us any updates that you may have on that?
Well, Sawmill Landing, just so people know, it's on the corner of Bellevue and 613, right at that red light, right across from the water park, the boardwalk. This corner is called Sawmill Landing Park. This park and this land goes back to 1870, where it was a lumber yard, I understand, where they cut and did whatever they do for lumber and shipped it all over the world, right out of Moss Point, right off of that property on the corner of Bellevue, Dantzler and Main Street. Back in 1870, it was owned by the Adam Bloomer family, and they had this lumber yard there. I understand one time they also had bottles. They used to make bottles of all kinds there. Yeah, they called it a machinery shop as well. And what we're trying to do now is bring that back to life. It's a beautiful park right down from the bridge. When you're coming off that bridge, you'll be able to see it. And what we had to do was reallocate some of the tiling. We had tiling funds, but we didn't have enough money to do that park completely. So what we did is we reallocated that money, and the feds let us reallocate that money so that we can have enough money to complete this park. So we're going to complete this park over by the summer. We hope to have that park really on the way where people can start utilizing it. But on the 25th of this month, we're going to have a tree planting event. And we want everybody to come out and be a part of it, especially the children. Bring your children out so that they can be a part of this history where we're going to replant some of the native trees that was on that property. And this property is going to be a park where you just walk and enjoy the scenery, sit, meditate. Kids can run and play out there. The agreement that we have when we got the property, my understanding was that we will maintain the natural habitats of that property. All of the trees and all that was there, that's why we're going to replant some of the native trees that were there before. So that's the whole idea. We're going to have a pier out there that goes into the water so that people can walk out into the water on that pier for bird watching, taking pictures, watching the sunset, those kind of things. And just to the west of that pier is going to be a kayak launching. That launch is there now, and we're going to fix it up and make it safer so that those that like to do kayaking can launch their kayak from that point. So it's going to be a beautiful park, and I want you all to come out on the 25th and give you a chance to walk yourself for the first time and give you an idea of what we're going to have going forward. It'll be another beautiful park just coming right off that bridge, and we'll be able to see our visitors when they come in. They'll be able to see that beautiful park, and I think all of us are going to be very proud of that park. And so come out and be a part of history as we plant these native trees and be a part of that. It's only going to take maybe an hour to get it done, because we got several groups of young people that's coming out to help us, and you got the kids from the school, the Mayor's Youth Council, the kids at school, the band, some of the kids in the band, they've already agreed to come. We got some sororities, the Rotary Club will be there. They're the ones sponsoring this whole activity. And Dr. Mark LaSalle is kind of heading this up with Mr. Minkler, who's an arborist. So these men have worked real hard to get us to where we are. And so y'all come out. You only be there for an hour, so it starts at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock on February the 25th. Come out and be a part of this history-making event.
It'll be a good time. So just so they know, we usually record these on a Friday, and then it actually airs on a Monday. So that's why we're wearing the turtlenecks, because it's cold on Friday. Right. But we do want to wish everybody a happy Mardi Gras.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's right. This is the time of the year for Mardi Gras. And, I talked to a couple of carnivals clubs this week. Mm-hmm. And I asked them if they would consider coming and talk about should we have a Mardi Gras parade next year.
We need that.
And I don't know whether that's going to happen, but they're always excited about it and said they would.
We need that.
But, it takes a lot of work to pull those things off. So at least we're going to start that conversation about whether Moss Point should have a Mardi Gras parade, because it's like everything else now. We're going somewhere else to enjoy a Mardi Gras parade.
That's right.
When we could have one right here.
Right here in our backyard.
We got about 4 or 5 Mardi Gras clubs here in Moss Point. Mm-hmm. And if those 4 or 5 clubs would agree to come together, we could have a nice parade. And so we're going to have that conversation. So we wish every one of you a happy Mardi Gras. We hope you be safe, and watch those kids. Don't let them get under those big old floats that's out there. So just make sure you watch your kids and make sure they don't get hurt and anything. So
that's right.
We're going to have that conversation. We may be able to pull it off next year.
Yeah, and I had my fair share of king cakes. I'm good. I'm good to go for the rest of the Mardi Gras season.
Yeah, we've had a couple of them ourselves this year already. So if you haven't had a king cake, get it, because that's all part of the celebration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Jaylon being a Louisiana guy.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a king cake connoisseur, but I know my way around. Right. I know my way around the baby.
You had your share of them.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know my way around the baby.
And you know there's more than just one kind.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I mean, I've seen some where it's, of course, you have some with the filling inside and all that. But Louisiana, there's some you can, some type of way it's like jambalaya in them and all of that stuff.
It's almost like tell me what you want.
That's right.
And we'll make it.
And we'll make it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Well, people in Louisiana has always been so creative
yeah.
with that food thing, man. And of course, they really have taken that king cake and been very creative with that.
It up a notch.
You know, it ain't what it started out being.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's great. So we can do all that here, though.
That's right.
That's the point. Is all
Right
that can
here
come
in
right
Moss
into Moss Point.
That's right here.
Yeah. So y'all be safe with doing this Mardi Gras season. Enjoy it, but y'all just always be safe when you process.
That's right, Mayor. It's
We got
always
another
a
one.
pleasure.
We got another one in the can. And,
we finishing each other's sentences and everything.
Thank you all so much for watching.
Y'all have a good day.
Okay, have a good day.